Robert Aguirre. I'm the Director of Recreation and Community Services, and I'm delighted to be here today. Very excited to officially do the ribbon cutting for our newest mural here in the city of Monterey Park. I feel very fortunate because I got to see this thing every day as it went up. My office is right here, and so now as I come to work every day, I get to see this beautiful mural, and it kind of just brings joy to me every single day. Before I pass it off to our city council, I do want to say a few thank yous. I definitely want to thank our city council for continuing to support public art in our city. I think it beautifies our city, and it's been great to see an investment in having more art throughout the community. I also want to thank our Community Participation Commission for their role in the advancement of this project. And finally, definitely want to thank our artist, Giorgiko, for bringing this art to life. This piece is to celebrate the 250 years of independence for the United States, and they think they really brought that to life in a unique way. It being here at a community center, focusing on our youth and the future of this country. And so I just want to commend them and thank them for bringing such a beautiful piece to the city of Monterey Park. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Mayor Henry Lowe, now mayor for one day. One day.
Thank you. And let's give another round of applause to Robert Aguirre and the incredible members of the Monterey Park Parks and Recreation Department. Thank you so much for day in, day out, just the work you do, the tremendous work you do to keeping our parks pristine and places that we all love and cherish. Well, hello again. My name is Mayor Henry Lowe, and I want to just thank everyone who is here in the audience, as well as those who are coming and going. Please, join us for the unveiling of this beautiful mural that was made possible with local talent, which I will introduce in a bit, but I will also have the honor of introducing my colleagues. We have our Mayor Pro Tem, Jose Sanchez, Councilmember Thomas Wong, Councilmember Elizabeth Yang, who was our mayor for the last 9.5 months, Councilmember Vin Go. So we have with us today this beautiful mural that was made possible by the artists Giorgiko, Dara, and Trisha Inoue, who live in this beautiful city of Monterey Park, which we call home. And as we were talking before the program, they had their Rainbow Art Gallery next to what was Johnny Thompson's on Garvey Avenue. And so thank you so much for just having this long presence promoting the arts and really inspiring future artistic leaders. And I know some of your students are here in the audience with us today. And again, thank you so much for just contributing to the cultural life of Monterey Park. I mean, you deserve a round of applause as well. And as Robert mentioned, we want to also thank the members of our Community Participation Commission for really being our voice, for giving us ideas on how to enhance the cultural community life of Monterey Park. Again, thank you so much. I mean, we just thank you and all our commissioners for the incredible time they put in to our great city. So, what is the importance of the location? So we are here at the Barnes Park Gym and Daycare, and this is also a wonderful facility that, if you go inside, has just undergone tremendous refurbishment. And again, that is thanks to the efforts of our city staff in obtaining the funding to make it happen. And as Robert mentioned, this year is the 250th anniversary of the United States, the Declaration of Independence. And we wanted to have a mural that not only honors the history, the anniversary of the 250th anniversary of our great nation, but also something that evokes our community, evokes the diversity, and evokes the San Gabriel Valley. And you'll notice that what is depicted are children, because we all believe that number one, the children are our future, but also that we all, even as adults, we still carry that childlike curiosity for life, for what life has in store. Because every day When we wake up, it is a new chapter. And every day we are learning something new. We are discovering something new. And that is really our inner child. And so I think that it's just wonderful that this mural evokes what is that childlike wonderment that we all have within us. And also, you see behind us these San Gabriel Mountains, which again, this is the San Gabriel Valley that we all live, 2 million people strong, one of the most diverse regions in the United States. And also, you notice that the children are locked in arms and camaraderie because we are a community. And what often is important to acknowledge that in the United States, we are a country of immigrants, a country of diverse backgrounds, as well as indigenous peoples, and we are so unique as a nation because nowhere else in this planet do we have people with so many experiences and backgrounds who all live together in a country and we call home, in a community and a nation. And we also wanted to pay homage to the beautiful diversity that is America. Not to mention, they are carrying backpacks, with signifying they're being challenged and prepared for the future. Because again, we want to make sure that as a community, we face our challenges, we face our issues with resilience, with strength, with resolve to move forward. And I think that is a lot of the themes that is evoked in this mural. So again, thank you so much for encapsulating all these values of the Monterey Park, the San Gabriel Valley, and our nation. And so with that, we'd like to actually, again, thank Darren Inoue and Trisha Inoue, again, an artist, with a certificate. It's just thanking them for sharing their talent with Monterey Park. So thank you so much. If I could have my colleagues join us. We're looking to put up the ribbon.
Thank you so much, and good evening, everyone. My name is Trisha Inoue, and this is my husband, Darren. We are collaborative fine artists working under the moniker Giorgiko. We'd like to thank the City of Monterey Park, the mayor, city council members, and especially Robert Aguirre for allowing us the wonderful opportunity to create this mural for Monterey Park, the city that we call home. For the past almost 20 years, Monterey Park is where we have lived, worked, started businesses, and now raise our children. It was our honor and privilege to take part in such a meaningful project in our own neighborhood. And we hope that families and community members will be blessed by and enjoy our artwork whenever they visit the park. So to share a little bit about the image itself, as fine artists, all of our artwork emphasizes innocence, thank you, empathy, and hope in a dark world. And we explore those themes by featuring childlike characters in our art. Although not everyone has the same childhood experiences, everyone knows what it feels like to be a child, to be small, to long for safety and comfort, to have big feelings and big questions. Childhood is something that unites people across space and time, culture and generation. And so these recurring themes of childhood made their way into the design of this mural. This mural was created in celebration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, as was shared, and represents the idea of unity in community. This diverse group of childlike characters walks together out of darkness towards a sunrise under the American flag. The characters are all carrying backpacks, signifying that it's not a short or easy journey towards a better future, and we all carry baggage with us. But the characters' linked arms indicate camaraderie in the journey. Most significantly, the warm light shining down on their smiling faces as they step forward into the future shows a hope that lies outside of their small selves, a hope and a faith in something stronger, wiser, and more lasting than where they came from, a new place that has already been prepared for them, where thieves cannot steal and moth and rust cannot destroy. And there are also two phrases at the top of the mural, and I will now turn it over to Darren to share their meaning.
So this mural has two phrases, faith in the future and established in 1776. So first, I'd like to comment on established 1776. What was established 200 years ago? So the obvious answer would be our nation. But what made this nation? It was a collection of ideas radical ideas for the time, and the greatest ideas established in 1776, like the idea of all men being created equal, or that all men are dignified so that they have rights, or the idea that leaders are called to serve and protect their people, not lord over them. These ideas, and others like them, are the ones that have made this nation great and different. But we have to recognize that these ideas are not novel ideas in 1776. The founding fathers did not create them. They said themselves that these ideas were self-evident truths established by their creator God. And this mural celebrates the bringing together of these ideas. And I thank God that our founding fathers recognized wisdom as they set the foundations of this nation. Now for the phrase, faith in the future. What is faith? Faith is hope or trust or belief in what is not seen or in what is not yet. So to trust in something not seen or not yet, that could be kind of a foolish thing. But it becomes wisdom when that trust is based off something or someone who is trustworthy. And this mural asks the question for each viewer, what do you put your faith in for the future? Is your faith placed in fleeting things or wise, lasting things? And as I personally have thought upon human history and the things that people throughout time and place have placed their faith in, I often think of things like power or riches, technology, even knowledge, comforts, or opportunity. And the thought of having more of these things, being the answer to all the world's problems. And it's not that these things are bad. These things are actually good. But I don't see them actually solving humanity's problems. Because the more power, riches, technology, comfort, and opportunity that we have, and we have more of that than any other people in history, I don't necessarily see a greater peace or contentment in our times. I see just as much suffering, pain, and dissatisfaction. So looking at our murals, our characters, they look upward and onward with hopeful smiles, joining arms as they step into the light. And this points to the optimism that faith brings when it's placed in that which is good and lasting. It points to what the founding fathers of the United States were tapping into in 1776 as they captured the wisdom not found in trusting themselves or in what was convenient for the time. This idea was later memorialized in the nation's motto, "In God we trust," because from God, not man, comes all that is good and true. And though the Declaration of Independence, it's not a religious text, its ethics, though, were drawn from one. And this document, which birthed our nation, was inspired greatly by the wisdom and ethics found in the Bible. And to unpack that a little further, the Bible itself is not a book of rules or standards to accomplish, and it's not an instruction manual for how to build a great nation, but it's a book of inconvenient and hard truths. Those truths, though, lead to true freedom and true liberty, I believe. Those truths point to the will of God and the power of God to save us from ourselves and our doings, the cycles that we see day to day of death and destruction that humanity knows too well. The Bible, which is what inspired so much of our Constitution and Declaration of Independence, it actually tells the story of Jesus Christ, the creator of the universe, dying for the wrongs of the world and taking the punishment for the injustices that we have done. He has brought justice and peace to all who believe in him, and this book tells a story of that love and forgiveness and calls people to turn from the foolish and temporary things that they put their faith in and to place their faith back in the hands of a good and loving God. It basically warns against bad foundations and calls us to build on good ones. 1776 to me marks a day when men tried to establish a nation on a good foundation, digging down deep to find solid truth to put their faith in. And I hope this mural can inspire each of us to reflect on the foundations of our own faith, because we all put our faith in something. And no matter how inconvenient the truth is, I hope and pray that we would trust it, and that ultimately all our faith would be placed on that which is good, true, and lasting. And like our characters in this mural, I hope the peace of God would light our way forward into the future as individuals and also as a nation. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you so much for those poignant and profound words. Okay, shall we proceed with the ribbon cutting? Alrighty.